Becky with the good here, guys. Let's see if we can one-shot Odin with it. Jeez! Odin, come on, man. I thought you could take more than that. Really? I was fully expecting to see you tank the majority of that. God damn. Let's see if Donalds can do any better. Come on, Becky. Show him what you got. Stun on them, girl. Let's see if we can one-shot this guy. We just gotta work up to that tier 3. There we go. Where my proc at? Where my proc at? Where's my proc activated late, but he still got bodied. This guy was trying to phase. He was trying to phase, and he got phased out of existence. Like, goddamn, how long was that, boys? 25 seconds. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for today I wanted to share some gameplay with you guys using Captain America in his female uniform, a uniform that I had no intentions of picking up until recently when we got a change to Alliance Battle, because as of right now we have a combat day which requires us to use female characters, and since Captain America as of right now is the best combat character in the game, it stands to reason that if you give him a female uniform, he's still going to be the best female character in the game, in the combat class at the very least. So I wanted to show you guys how he performs, because some of you guys may think just because this uniform is being sold for gold, it's not that good. And honestly, boys, everything that I can do in my Infinity War uniform for Captain America, even though it's at Mythic, I can do basically the same things with this uniform, and this uniform only costs 500,000 gold. Okay, so none of you guys should be skipping out on this uniform, and frankly I think I may get this thing to Mythic to see how far I can push it, boys. I'm gonna show you guys some ABX gameplay on the Combat Hero Day, and I'm also gonna show you guys some World Boss Ultimate gameplay, so stay tuned for that. But before we jump into it, I know some of you guys are gonna be wondering what my thoughts are on this event shop right here. Now, overall in this shop, there's only 5 things you should be looking at in my opinion: the 6-star rank up ticket, the tier 2 advancement ticket, the Macron crystals, the Phoenix feathers, and the energy. And I'll tell you guys exactly why you should be looking at those things, and everything else you should just be avoiding completely. And the reason why I say you should look at the 6-star rank up ticket is because of the fact that we have quite a few characters that you need to get the 6-star, and you need to get them to tier 2 if you want to get Strife. You're going to need to get Colossus to 6-star, you're going to need to get Domino and Fantapex to 6-star. So even if you're already done with the epic quest and you have them at 5 stars, getting an additional 6-star rank up ticket to get them to 6-star would be a good way to start working towards getting Strife, because we don't see 6-star rank up tickets very often. Now, if you already have them at 6 stars, obviously the best thing to get here would then be the tier 2 advancement ticket, which myself I will be getting because I already have them all at 6-star. But if you don't have them at 6-star, definitely consider getting that 6-star rank up ticket, because otherwise you're going to be farming for a few weeks to a few months to get them all to 6-star that way. Okay, after that I would then say you look at the Macron crystals and the Phoenix feathers, simply because even though we have a few ways you can farm these right now, you're required to spend quite a bit throughout the Deadpool epic quest, and after that you then need to use these things to tier 2 these characters, and you need to work on Strife and Deadpool using feathers at the very least. So you should definitely look at these if you don't need the rank up ticket or the tier 2 advancement ticket. After that, you should ideally look at energy, because for me personally, one of the most stressful parts of Deadpool's epic quest was just how much energy you needed to spend to find all the things that you needed to find for the research missions. So yeah, with that said, let's actually take a look at the build for my Captain America, and then we'll jump right into some gameplay. The build is pretty much the exact same as what you guys have seen, so nowhere close to being maxed out on any of this guy's stats. Seriously, I need to work on Cap a little bit more. We have a bunch of physical attack, critical damage with some HP. I'm probably going to change the HP to critical rate, to be honest with you guys. Skills are all at 6, and I actually don't have an offensive ISO set on my Captain America anymore. I told you guys why a long time ago, but it has to do with this uniform and the fact that every time he uses 5th skill, if this thing would bloody load in this uniform, it actually overrides an offensive ISO set. So because of that, I actually changed the drastic density enhancement, and this should also give you guys a good idea of how Cap performs natively even if you don't have the Infinity War uniform, because in this uniform I wasn't suddenly doing significantly worse in World Boss Ultimate or Alliance Battle, and you guys will see that for yourself. For the Obelisk, I have a CTP of Energy with a 200% damage proc. Definitely one of the best CTPs that you can possibly give Captain America. So that being said, let's actually jump into a little bit of gameplay. Alright boys, so we're going to try to play as offensive as possible, stick to the Frost Beast, and see how high we can score with her. Now it's probably not a good idea to hug the Frost Beast as tightly, for me at the very least, or at the very least not in this uniform, since the Frost Beast on this day can penetrate and I don't have that many iframes to rely on. And you guys are going to notice that. Let me try to see if I can catch the proc here. Okay, got it. Nice, 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 nice. We're going to get, yep, we got guard broken. Okay, so as I was saying, you're going to find that it starts off a little bit slower for me because I don't have an offensive ISO set, so I have to really rely on getting that attack buff from the tier 3 skill. Whereas some of you guys, you're running an offensive ISO set so you can score significantly higher than this. But this is probably one of those uniforms where, even though it doesn't do that much for the character, it can do pretty close to what you can do in the Infinity War uniform, right? Because natively Cap has always been pretty tanky, and all the Infinity War uniform did was give him more iframes and more damage, right? So I should ideally still stay alive, even though I'm gonna get penetrated quite a bit. Do not guard break me again. At the very least, I'm gonna try to line up the proc. Nice, nice. So looking at this, it looks like my score won't be too far behind what I get when I use the Infinity War uniform. Where's the proc? I'm trying to hold it for the, there we go, but damn it, the proc was late. Nice. Damn it. So it looks like we may actually be able to pull 1.3, 1.4. And that's actually pretty damn good, I can't lie. For a 500k uniform, I can't lie. That just goes to show you guys that the base kit for Captain America is basically all you need. And Infinity War uniform, while it does give him significantly more damage, is not really needed like it is for someone like Winter Soldier. I got guard broken there, and I took a ton of damage. So 1.3, and I think that's where we're gonna cap out with this uniform. But that's not a bad score, and that's like triple what any of the other characters that can compete on this particular day can do. But let's get out of here and I'll show you guys a little bit more, man. Alright boys, so we're gonna run stage 30 Proxima with the exact same team that we just used in ABX, and I want to show you guys how female Cap performs here. So we're gonna do basically the exact same thing we did with the Frost Beast. Just stay pretty close to Proxima, test the survivability, and show you guys the overall damage. Like I said before, it's gonna start off pretty slowly until I activate the tier 3 skill the first time, because one plus side for this uniform is you don't have to worry about the 5th skill overriding. Woo! Y'all see that, right? Damn, girl's a savage. Anyways, one plus side is you really don't have to worry at all. Let me dodge these real quick. Okay, so you don't have to worry at all about the fact that in the Infinity War uniform for Captain America, every time you use the 5th skill, even if you have the tier 3 50% all attack buff active, the 5th skill will actually override that and give you 25%, right? So that lowers your overall DPS every single time. Whereas, oh my goodness, she iframed me and interrupted my tier 3 skill, so that kind of sucked. But whereas with this uniform, since you don't get the attack buff, you get to keep the 50% all attack buff for pretty much the entirety of the fight. Now, ideally, I shouldn't have used the tier 3 skill here because she's going to go in her attack phase. But nice! We got a bar and a half off of her before she could go in there. So that's actually not a complete waste. We could have gotten 4 bars off of her. But it's okay. It's okay. It just goes to show you how ruthless Captain America is. Like, seriously, even in the most basic of uniforms, he still shreds. Well, I guess in this case, it's she, okay? Because this is technically not the Cap we know and love, but nonetheless, he's still a goddamn beast, okay? And I can't lie, I missed the shield and being able to throw it. It just feels like we're playing Captain America once again, as opposed to using him in his gauntlet from Wakanda. But it's nice to have a change now and then. But that's all for this one, guys. Like always, thank you so much for watching. Hope it was informative and enjoyable, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.